Hello, welcome to our assembly. It's Monday morning, and same as we do at this point every year, we're going to take some time in assemblies and we're going to talk about the summer reading challenge. And I'm going to ask you all to do the summer reading challenge just like we always do, because it's just good fun to read. You've got lots of time in the summer, so it's a really good thing to do. But I'm going to do that on Friday. I've got two assemblies, Monday and Wednesday, when I just get to choose a really good book, because it's always really good to listen to a good story. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read you a story by one of my favourite picture book authors, and that is David Walliams. Now, I've read a lot of David Walliams stories before when we've been reading in assemblies, and this one is The First Hippo on the Moon, because obviously if you're going to have an astronaut, what animal would you send into space? It would be a hippo, wouldn't it? So this book belongs to you, and it's got Porcupine saying it's my book. Actually, it's mine, dear. David Walliams presents The First Hippo on the Moon, illustrated by the artistic genius Tony Ross. Based on a true story? Really? I'm not sure. So this is a tale of two hippos. Two hippos, with one dream: to be the very first hippo on the moon. One enormously rich hippo, Hercules Waldorf Franklin III, paid for a gigantic hippo space center to be built to blast him there. You've got a statue of Hercules Hippo, the first hippo on the moon, and other hippos trying to get his helmet on for him. But Shelia didn't. Yes, the other hippopotamus... Oh, interesting. There's a spelling mistake in that one. That says Shelia, and that says Sheila. The other hippopotamus's name was Sheila. One morning she announced, "I want to be the first hippo on the moon." But Sheila, said her giraffe friend, "you don't have a space rocket." "Then we'll make one, Keith," Sheila replied. Yes, the giraffe's name was Keith. Us hippos like to dream big. So we've got a hippo called Sheila, a giraffe called Keith, and a rich hippo called Hercules Waldorf Franklin III. Of course, what else would you call a hippo? Sheila's friends got to work building her a rocket. "Quick as you can. Well, you could help me, dear." Tina the elephant brought back the biggest tree trunk she could find. Joyce the gorilla fetched the longest vine. And Derek the ostrich was given the task of gathering the pongiest mountain of rhinoceros dung. After many days and nights, the animals finally unveiled their space rockets. What will it look like? What do you think? Well, something that looked a bit like a space rocket. A tiny bit. Thank you, my friends. It's my very own hippo rocket. That's not easy to say. Try saying hippo rocket. Hippo rocket. Try it. All I needed now to do was ignite the rhino dung and blast Sheila into space. But how? Try rubbing those two spiky thingamybobs together to create a spark, instructed the hippopotamus. Well, thank you very much, dear. They're going to rub together the two porcupines. Okay, let's go. And there's Joyce the gorilla. And rub the two porcupines together. One saying, "Is your bottom hot too?" "Boiling, dear." "Dream big, everyone." 3, 2, 1, blasts! And before Sheila could say off, it started raining. It rained and rained and rained. It was rainy season. It didn't stop raining for 5 long months. And the moment the rain stopped, Sheila began her countdown again. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Zoom! And the hippo rockets shot up into the sky. The hippopotamus watched as the earth became smaller and smaller, and the moon became bigger and bigger. But in deep space, disaster struck. Oh no. Sheila was so busy munching on her shrub sandwiches that she didn't spot what was hurtling towards her. A giant asteroid! Boom! The hippo rocket smashed into hundreds of pieces, sending the shocked hippopotamus spinning wildly through space. She tumbled towards the moon. Oh no, what's going to happen to her? To her astonishment, Sheila had landed on top of the other hippopotamus, just as he was taking his very first hippo step on the moon's surface. "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me." What on earth, I mean the moon, are you doing here? I wanted to be the first hippopotamus on the moon. Well, you're not. I am. Hercules Waldorf Franklin III. Remember that name? The name of the very first hippopotamus on the moon. Well, can't we both be the first hippopotamuses on the moon? No, just look at you. Call yourself a hippopastronaut. You don't even have a hippopper spacesuit or a hippopper buggy. Get back in the hippopper rockets and buzz off now. Cool. Hippopper spacesuits, hippopper buggy, hippopastronauts, hippopper rockets. It's getting complicated to say this. With a tear in her eye, Sheila trudged off to the hippopper rocket. Her big dream had been crushed. And as the engines roared, Hercules Waldorf Franklin III bounded towards it. Stop! That's my hippopper rocket! Ooh, sorry. Blast off! Oh no. Seconds later, Sheila realized she didn't have a clue how the hippopper rocket worked. Entering the Earth's atmosphere, the hippopper rocket soon began burning up. Within moments, the hippopotamus's bottom was blazing like the sun. Imagine having your bum set on fire. Sheila hit the Earth with a gigantic wallop. She lay motionless on the ground, her bountiful behind sizzling like a sausage. Sheila, wake up. Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Tragic, dear. But she wouldn't wake up. This was the saddest day the jungle had ever seen. Then out of silence came a sound. The distinctive sound of a bottom burp. All the animals stared at each other. Who would dream of letting one go at such a sad time? Another one, longer and louder than the first. It was Sheila. What's that awful smell? The hippopper trump was so thunderous that she woke herself up. Now, Sheila was famous all over the moon as the very first hippopotamus on the moon. Dream big. Team Sheila bus. She never mentioned the other hippopotamus who got there first. So whatever you do, please don't tell anyone. There we go. Fun story. I like that one. I hope you enjoyed it too. I enjoyed reading it to you. See you around. Bye-bye.